Welcome back, guys, to yet another War of the Visions video. Today we're going to be tackling the first piece of high-end content in the game, really truly the Iron Giant Challenge. We're going to be going over the brutal difficulty. We're going to show you how I tackled it my way. The way everyone's going to be doing this is a little bit different based on the characters that you do have, but this is going to be tuned towards level 80 jobs on your characters here. Now, as we get in here, thank you guys for the support once again via Patreon as well as YouTube channel members. You guys help keep the channel growing and flowing with the content. And as well, leave the comment down below what you use to defeat this challenge. So the first thing that we're going over, let's take a look at the quests here. This is pretty important because unlike the previous high difficulty thing we had, you do actually need to have cleared all missions at the same time to get the Rainbow Fragment of Thought. So this is going to be use items no more than 3 times, no KO'd units, no companion hired, and then the most difficult one in my opinion is defeat 3 or more enemies simultaneously. This is going to require you to use some sort of AoE damage in your team. There's lots of different AoE damage dealers out there, right? We have Medina, we have Y'shtola, we have Frederica. There's, you know, Old Mandu's got like Divine Ruination, any sort of line attack. You're going to have to sort of corral the enemies together in this encounter so you can go ahead and defeat them simultaneously. Now that is for the high difficulty. The brutal difficulty one is very similar, if not the exact same thing. It's use no items, no KOs, no companions, 3 or more enemies simultaneously. Again, if you do all of those at the same time, you're gonna be getting the Rainbow Fragment of Thought there. Now this also is gonna have the golden armor drops that you can get in here, but for the first time, getting all of these missions done for the Rainbow Fragment is a big deal. Afterwards, you can go in here, you can complete it with companions. To complete this with the mission requirement is the hardest part. Farming it afterwards when you can use companions, use your high-powered friends. That's going to be the thing that you're going to want to be doing, because there is going to be a Iron Giant challenge here as well for defeating both versions 1, 3, and 5 times here. You can get some Rainbow Vision Spheres as well as a little bit of Visor as well as some Awakening Prisms up in here for you with a little bit of limit burst spots for doing the brutal difficulty. So let's go ahead, let's get in here, let's bring my team that we're going to be using here. I did do it earlier this morning, and this is the same team that I used for that. So we used I think it's this party here. So we're bringing Medina. I re-rolled her, started with her there, as well as Ayaka for my healer. I'm going to be trying out Whisper because there are a lot of mages in this dungeon here. So if you have, I'm bringing her not really to tank. She can tank a little bit. She can tank quite well in here, but it's really for the Spell Blade buff, because these mages like to cast AoE damage. So I'm going to be using the magic resist buff AoE to sort of help all of my characters tank that up a little bit better there. I'm going to bring my biggest damage dealer that I have worked on, which is Old Man. The different damage that you may have is different. He's going to be able to do a good bit of damage here to a lot of different enemies, but you can use whatever big damage dealer of your choice. You'll see exactly how all the characters here play a role, and then we're going to be using Mont to tank here. So I'm going to turn initial placement on, and we're going to roll in here. We're going to do it without a companion here to give you guys a good idea of what is going to be in here. So the enemies that you're going to be seeing in here, there's going to be a lot of mages. There's going to be the Iron Giant at the very end of the map, and then there's going to be some little, as you can see, these what are they? I don't even know what job these guys are. They're soldiers, I suppose. And they also start with a lot of AP, so they can come up, they can Trinity break you right away, lower a lot of your stats there. So these guys, pretty big pain in the butt, if I do say so myself. So we're going to need to take Mont. We want him up here. So we're going to bring Mont up here. We're going to replace Ayaka with Mont. We're going to do that little thing there. And I'm going to actually take my Medina, put her there, and actually swap her with Ayaka. So my plan here, I'm going to like hit this guy with Blizzard, maybe hit him with a Holy, finish this mage off here, this Wind Mage. And then I'm going to group these frontline DPS here, my Mont, my tank, my supportish Whisper, and then my Old Man. They're going to group up for some buffs. And then we're going to work our way down and around. Now, the Iron Giant's way in the back, and Iron Giant AI works just like all Iron Giant AIs do. He's not really going to come after you until you actually get within his range, within his line of sight, which is probably about right where this soldier is. Like right here where the soldier is, or maybe this platform right below him. The Iron Giant will actually move in forward onto you if you actually approach him that close. So let's double check here. We want those guys there, and let's get into it here. So we're going to hit ready here. Alright, so let's get into the battle here. First things first, I'm going to actually have to turn on my animations here so we can look at our animations. I always have them off. So let's turn on battle effects here. So you can take a look at all the cool effects of the game. But so we have Whisper first. She's going to move up. We're going to cast Magic Resist to eliminate all of this magic damage that we are knowing is coming with all these mages. They're gonna group up on us very fast and start casting Aga tier magic. So we're gonna do that because they're all gonna be trying to hit Mont. So we're gonna do that there. Orlando. We're gonna walk up here with Orlando and we're gonna go ahead and give an illusion buff. We could give it to Mont, but I'm gonna have Whisper tank a little bit too later on. So we're gonna give that to her right now. Mont's gonna be able to soak up some of these damage hits. We're gonna come over here. Let's just cast Meteor. I do believe Meteor in like Blizzard will put that guy out of his misery, so we'll cast Meteor there. And Blizzard, 18 and 16, 32. Yep, that's over 3,200 HP. So pull him away with this Blizzard, pop him off real nice right there. That's going to be nice. Mont is just going to use Rallying Cry, and we're going to actually have him move up one space exactly. This should pull some of these enemies off the platform here, because you want to approach these guys carefully, right? Carefully. They're not going to one-shot you, but you don't want to get swarmed. If you get swarmed and you can't put things down in a timely manner, and you pull all of them at the same time, that is when you get problems here. So we're going to get Trinity broken there, so attack, magic, and agility break on Mont, and he's going to get Trinity broken again. He actually guarded that one, so pretty good. If you had like a non-tank character there, like a squishy character, those guys can actually hit pretty hard. So what we're going to do here now, we have Whisper up here. We can actually come up here and we can have her start soaking some of the other attacks in the next couple turns. So we're actually going to use Taunting Spell. Remember, she's on Spellblade for Taunting Spell to pull Enmity. And she also has the Magic Resist buff. That's really what she's here for. She also has some great Night debuffs. Now, the reason we also have our big damage dealer here, doesn't have to be Orlando, just whoever your biggest damage dealer is they're going to be able to walk down here, and this guy is going to be casting a magic spell. And what this means is that he's mid-cast, so you're going to be able to do 50% bonus damage to him. So even if you have to use a skill, you're going to be able to wipe this guy off the map pretty easy there. So that's going to be 2 guys eliminated that you don't have to worry about anymore. And it's also going to get Orlando away from AoE. Now remember, there's going to be AoE damage. These mages love AoE damage, and they're all probably going to be targeting either Mont or our Whisper here. So what this means is I don't really want to move Ayaka up to any of these panels here, because none of them really seem safe to me, because they'd be targeting the panel that Mont's standing on and hit to the left, right, front and side to him, or they could be targeting the one behind Mont, because sometimes the AI likes to panel cast and hit Mont. So they could be hitting Mont, the one in front of Mont, the one behind Mont, the one right next to Ayaka, or the one right behind Whisper. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to leave Ayaka right here, and I'm actually just going to hit here on Ayaka, and I'm going to have her stand still. She's also going to get her turn back a little bit faster for doing that. Then we're going to come up here, and we're actually going to flare this guy right here, I do believe. We could flare this guy, but he's going to get his spell cast off. And remember, he takes bonus damage from being in mid-cast of a spell, and I don't think we're going to be hitting for 3,800 on this guy. Due to the fact that his spell is going to be ending. So I don't think we'll actually kill that guy. So let's go ahead. We'll flare the soldier right here instead. We should be able to eliminate that guy in that function. Now, the characters that you're going to have are going to be different than mine. Your reroll, whatever you rerolled for, or whatever you started with is going to be different than mine. But you're going to have characters that you spent time to invest in. Look at all these AoEs going on. We call that is just how these guys like to work. And now that we're finally close enough, Ooh, that Hiten Mitsurugi style illusion buff. All right, flare, and going back to what I was saying, yeah, the characters that you're gonna be invested in, they're gonna be your strongest characters, and those characters are the characters you're gonna want to make work in this battle. So I think we're actually not gonna have him jump up the wall. Mont, you're not a ninja. You need to come back and you need to chill. We're gonna have him eliminate. Can we kill this guy with Blade Bash? We cannot. So we have to use Killer Blade. We're gonna have him kill this mage with Killer Blade. This is going to hamper their damage significantly, so definitely take out the Killer Blade. Take out the Killer Blade. Take out the mages first, guys. So we're going to do this. We're going to build up some more AP here. We're going to leave her standing still. It's going to kind of block that guy off from doing anything else. Trinity Break. A crit, but only for 200. So that's not that bad. We can have Ayaka move up now. She's safe. And we're going to cast that on Whisper. Whisper just took her turn, so there's no real chance that she's gonna be moving before anything else happens. Can we He-En? Can we He-En this guy down here? We could crush armor him, but that also doesn't kill him. Wow. That's a tanky mage, huh? This is a tanky mage, huh? Alright, we can come up and probably just eliminate this guy then, because he's been chained down. So let's just eliminate this guy. Chain. We do have a lot of slashing up here in our front row, right? We have slashing, slashing, and slashing. So we can build chains pretty easy. And that's how we're going to be doing the Iron Giant too. We're going to be like lowering the Iron Giant's agility, boosting our agility up a fair amount, and we're going to try to take him out in that way. We can flare this guy to make him easier to take out. Yeah, I guess we're going to do that now. I almost second-guessed myself, and I probably should have. So we're going to come in Reaper, 422, fair amount of damage, to our boy Mont. So we're going to flare. It's going to get him low. Oh, he started casting a spell. So he just got wiped off the face of the earth. So we're actually going to have Whisper move right here. There's only one more mage left, so don't really... you know what? He's going to be casting that spell. I'm going to cast Resist Magic, actually. I think our buff wore off. So we're going to cast Resist Magic. Just in time for the Stonga. We both get hit, but not for that much, so that's going to help us out there. Orlando is sitting on a bunch of AP here. An absolute bunch of AP. Let's just smack this guy. Smack. We can finish him off probably with like a Medina Blizzard. She's kind of on fumes here. Can we kill her with Blizzard? No. Can we kill him with Drain? Can we kill him with Drain? Medina, can you move over here and kill him with Drain? I'm kind of afraid that yeah, he's dead with Drain. I'm kind of afraid that this Iron Giant's going to walk down and just start patty powering me with his big slaps. That mage down there is all alone. I think I'm going to leave that mage alone and let him come up to me. How much AP does he have left, actually? 15 AP. So he's kind of run his course on what he can do here. So let's just go ahead. Let's Kiraga. We'll target Mont because he's really the one that needs to get targeted. I'm going to bring Ayaka back so she doesn't get clapped by something. Mont, what do we want to do with you, brother? What do we... Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're going to move him right there. We're going to set up for the Iron Giant fiasco. We're going to rally and cry. Because remember, we're going to be lowering the Iron Giant speed. So now I'm going to try to increase my speed as much as possible. So this guy's going to go down. And what we did there, the AI targeted the panel that the enemy was standing on for rally and cry. So it could hit Mont and Whisper and Old Man all at the same time. This guy's out of AP, so he really can't cast a whole bunch of good things. And then Whisper, you do have Trinity Break. Yeah, we can go up here in Trinity Break. So let's go up here. We're gonna start in on the Giant now, I do believe. So let's start here. Let's put Whisper up and let's hit him with the Trinity Break. Lower that agility, lowers attack, lowers magic. That's 39% attack and magic down, 25% agility down, which is fine. Then we're gonna come up here with the Old Man, smash him with the Crush Armor, and hopefully we can get a haste off in here. Medina's kind of done. We can throw a Thunder Chain. Why not, dude? Throw a Thunder Chain. We'll have a Thunder Imperil on him too with Ramu here, so Old Man's gonna hit even harder. Where's the sound effect at? Just coming in? Just the quiet lightning bolt, I guess. Okay. The quiet lightning bolt right out of FF. All right. Traditional Final Fantasy. And we're gonna come up here. The quiet thunderbolt, dude. No one expects it. We're gonna haste Old Man. You can see if you look. We'll take a second to look at the timetable to the side here. You can see we have Mont into Old Man into Whisper into Medina into Old Man into Mont into Ayaka and then Iron Giant now. Even Mont moving is gonna break this a little bit, but we're gonna try to start our chain up. Do we have anything that matters here? No, we're just gonna literally just auto attack this boss. So we did break our chain with that Ramu. It might have been better actually to just throw the Ramu at the ground, to be honest with you there. Probably would have just been better. We already have the Thunder Imperil. Oh my goodness, the Thunder Imperil was definitely worth it. Yikes. All right, well, the power of Imperils from Espers is not to be underrated. It is very, 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 very strong. Now we just have this one weak guy left over. It's just Darkblade, I guess. But you can see that like each character that we brought played their own role, right? Whisper was kind of like a supporty-ish side tanking character. Orlando did pull his weight on Iron Giant. He did also take out one. He took out that one mage at the start and helped take out another one later on as well. that with the pre-chain that Whisper and Mont chained on. Mont and Whisper co-taking. Mont did more tanking than Whisper did in this encounter, but Whisper helped Mont tank all of those magic hits that he had no business taking because he is not the greatest mage tank. And then Old Man kind of cleaning up here at the end here on these chains. So remember, the enemies, you want to take them out in a timely fashion. Don't let them group up on you. And the most dangerous thing in this battle, in this encounter, are those mages coming after you all at the same time at the very beginning. They just love to just cast Faraga Blazaga all on your team in the middle there. So either spread your guys out or bring some sort of Spellblade magic resist buff. That's going to be the best thing for you guys there. The hardest part too about doing this, remember, you're going to have to kill 3 dudes in a row all at the same time, right? For one of the quests here. Now the way that you do this one, you just kind of like whittle things down a tiny bit and you hit them all with some sort of AoE attack, whether it's Barrage from Frederica or a Ranger that you have worked on, or whether it's Medina's Limit Burst or Foul, I do believe, from your Stroller. You're going to need some sort of big LB damage thing to help you, not LB damage, but AoE damage to help you get this defeat 3 or more enemies simultaneously there. Because that's the hardest one, because you want to take out those mages so they don't bombard you with Aga spells all the time. So that's the way you're going to be doing that in the long run there. So hopefully you guys had a good time here. Thank you guys for the support. Iron Giant Challenge, I actually had a fun time with it. Let me know how difficult you guys found it. Remember, there's a multiplayer version of this. Remember, you're going to want to do each of these, the high difficulty in the brutal, 5 times each, guys. So let me know down below. Leave a comment about that if you want to see more stuff on the channel for War of the Visions FFBE. This is going to be the place to be. We're going to be going more in depth on the math because I have mastered the math of the game, how strong certain things are going to be. Is attack better than slash up or pierce up? How are you going to take the least amount of damage in the game? What are the counters to what? Anti-meta, true meta, all this other stuff. We're going to be tackling that stuff. It's going to be a good time, guys. So until then, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, guys.